So in today's Daily Rant, the choice phrase for this video will be fascination, because I'm quite fascinated with something that I was able to pull up today. Well, actually, I didn't pull it up. Someone sent this to me. It's kind of funny, kind of cute. I don't sweat it. I'm just actually laughing at it because of how fucking obnoxiously stupid it is. But I received this this email, and I've got it here on paper. Now, there's a Facebook page out there called, let's see, it's called Milk Tyson and Fam Fighting All Monsters Exposed. So, what I'm looking at here is some coward, I don't know who it is. They never disclose their information, they never give their name, but they know who they are and they know that they're cowards, okay? And this was uploaded about 14 hours ago, prior to this recording. Someone had actually, very fucking creative, by the way. Whoever came up with this idea, you guys, not only do you have a lot of time on your hands, but you could actually use some of that creativity and do something positive with your life, instead of wasting all of your time on social media here, making these graphics with my face, which is cropped on an image of some kind of a galactic, like, wood creature. I don't even know what the fuck it is, honestly. And then there's a picture of Milk Tyson, a guy that I've spoken about many times. But this graphic, it's on the Milk Tyson and Fam Fighting All Monsters Exposed Facebook page. It's kind of, they get into such detail. They're so pedantic about summarizing my character, or thinking they know who I am as a person. They think they know who Milk Tyson is, but we all know who Milk Tyson is because he publicly went on record as saying that he is a predator. But check this out. I'm going to read this to you. And, I'm honored that someone would just take the time to write a whole article about me on Facebook. I must be ringing some bells here. I must be inspiring people to speak up. But check this out. It says, quote unquote, check out the spoof Predators movie poster designed to help make self-absorbed narcissist Milk Tyson and Jared Fuller become famous. Please share it to help get the word out. Self-absorbed narcissist. So let me stop there for a minute. First of all, if you actually know what a narcissist is, apply that somewhere else. Like Tom Mitchell. Apply it there. Self-absorbed, I'm not self-absorbed. The records will clearly show that in the past 7 years of my life, I have helped a lot of people. So, self-absorbed, inaccurate. Milk Tyson, on the other hand, yeah, he is the CEO of the nonprofit organization FAM, and I guess he's helped a bunch of people, but nonetheless, he actually admitted publicly that he's a sex predator. But anyway, even though they are sworn enemies and hate each other, they have a lot in common. Again, factually inaccurate. We don't have a lot in common. They both give us the creeps by the way they talk to and about young children with cancer. So, okay, demonstrate exactly how I'm being creepy by the way I speak to kids with cancer. Again, you people fucking forget easily that I'm a child of cancer survivor. Easily you forget, and quickly you forget. How else do you speak to kids? I don't speak to kids in a creepy way. What's so fucking creepy about sharing with a kid that I know what they're going through in terms of treatment and side effects and being afraid and losing your hair and all that other stuff? How is that creepy? I don't understand that. Nothing creepy about it. Now, Milk Tyson, I can see it, because he's never actually had to go through what we've had to go through, and I don't know. Anyway, they both give us the creeps about how they talk about getting revenge and taking people down who dare criticize them. You know what? I have gone on record as wanting revenge, and that is true. I want revenge on those people because they have inaccurately represented me and they've given a false portrayal of who I am as an individual. You can criticize all you want. I mean, I just said that in a recent Daily Rant recording. You can criticize all you want. I don't give a shit. Criticize to your heart's desire. I'm not condemning people who criticize me. They have a right to criticize. But I'll tell you, I'm my own worst critic. So you're really not doing me any favors, and you're only just talking out of your ass. But okay. They both wormed their way into the lives us unsuspecting childhood cancer families and then become a problem. I wormed my way into the lives us? Where did you people learn how to write? You might want to switch that. I think what they mean is that they both wormed their way into the lives of unsuspecting childhood cancer families and then become a problem. Well, first of all, I'm not how did I become a problem? Again, because I tell kids and I tell the families that I'm a survivor and I know what I know what it's like to have to go through that stuff. So that makes me a problem. I don't worm my way into anybody's life. It's kind of, I don't know. Mind you, this is coming from a coward, whoever wrote this and whoever designed the graphic. Coward, that's what you are. Why don't you email me? Oh, that's right, you won't, because cowards don't. They like to remain anonymous so they can attack. And, because unlike you, I've actually, you know what I look like because you got my face cropped on this image, and then at the bottom of the image it says predators and big letters. Very creative. Very creative. They both have mental health and rage issues. Rage issues. Well, when people are being stupid and, See, this is what I'm talking about. No one can have an opinion without being villainized. Now, if I get angry or upset in a Sunday video update, which I have many, many times before, that's because I'm sick of what's going on. I'm sick of the whole thing. These people have nothing better to do with their fucking time. They have no life. I mean, and this is evidence of that. These people have no life. They sit on Facebook all day long. They create these cute little images. They've got my face crapped on some kind of image. I don't even know, like some kind of a fucking monster. And then they got Mike Tyson's face crapped on another one. Okay? But I have rage issues. Well, when you've had to deal with this for so many years, I think I would be upset. Wouldn't you be upset if someone was constantly tearing you down and spreading gossip about you? Yeah, I think you'd be upset by that. No doubt, no question. Mental health? Yeah. So we attack mental health again. I wonder if this is Tom Mitchell behind this post. But then again, I don't think Tom would make a page exposing his enemies. But then again, nothing surprises me anymore with people on the internet. They tend to do a lot of fucking unthinkable things. I don't keep my mental health issues concealed. I share that publicly. And I'm glad that the word has gotten out that I suffer with depression and anxiety and bipolar and PTSD and all kinds of other shit, because that just means that people aren't alone. Anyway, moving on. They both claim they never see, where did you people learn how to fucking, go back to school. Learn how to write. They both claim they never wrong and are always the victim. Well, you haven't necessarily demonstrated that I'm the suspect, so that's what I'm asking for. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for you people to come clean and actually show some evidence of wrongdoing on my part. That's what I've been asking for all this time. What's your fucking holdup? I never said I was never wrong. I'm wrong about a lot of things. But when I know I'm right, I'm just right. So, and that's not narcissistic. That's me saying I clearly is not a problem speaking the truth, which I'm allowed to do. And obviously speaking the truth and telling it like it is strikes a nerve with these people, because the end result is this picture I'm looking at with my face cropped on an image of whatever fucking kind of monster it's supposed to be. I don't know. I mean, it's good work. I mean, I look pretty badass having my head cropped on that whatever the fuck it's supposed to be. But anyway, good work, good job, whoever, because they have no life and they sit behind a computer all day. They both claim they are helping, but are doing more harm than good to the childhood cancer community. Well, first of all, I have done good, and I have evidence to back that up. So I'm sitting here kind of scratching my head thinking, well, they both claim they are helping but are doing more harm than good. Well, you haven't demonstrated any of this. This is just a claim without proof, without evidence. And where exactly is the harm? That's what I'm talking about. You people are making unfounded claims, and you're unable to support those claims with sufficient evidence. What I've been requesting this entire time. Again, you fall fucking short. Are you catching on to a pattern? Why is this so hard for you people to understand? Talk is cheap. Fucking prove your case or go away. That's what I say. But I think the reason that they're doing this is because they know, somehow they know, or they think that it's gonna, they're gonna get some kind of publicity for this. But anyway, last but not least, by the way, before I move on to the last part, it's not a childhood cancer community. Whoever wrote this, you must be having a lot of people kissing your ass, because the only people who use the word community in regards to childhood cancer are having their asses kissed and their ego stroked every fucking day. So this here, you guys are just demonstrating to me what kind of losers you are. You got a lot of time on your hands. Okay, the last part. The both are bullies. Wrong. I'm not the bully. Because I tell it like it is, that makes me a bully. Okay, then I'm a bully. So be it. The both are bullies, but in fairness, Jared bullies people by himself. I do I? Because I tell people how it is? I don't need a fucking army of people speaking on my behalf. I can fucking speak for myself. I always have and always will. Milk teams up with his warped cult of milkmaids to attack, threaten, and harass childhood cancer families online. And that's the end of it. And again, this picture, Predators, at the bottom it says Predators, starring Milk Tyson and Jer Bear, which I couldn't even spell Jer Bear correctly. They got like most of my fucking first name, and then they space it and put Bear at the end. This is what I mean. If you're going to attack me, at least get my fucking nickname right. At least get something right if you're going to make these vicious attacks. But anyway, that's that. You guys are cute. You really are. I don't know if it's a woman or a man. I don't know who's doing this. That's the nature of Facebook, the online anonymity. They think they can just make sneak attacks, and then someone reads it, and then it puts the shock or the scare factor into them because, we see the word predators in big letters. And somehow that's supposed to make it more true. It's ridiculous. You guys, you're just proving my point by going on Facebook, acting like children, coming up with these stupid little, whatever it is, movie posters as you call them. Is it a fucking movie poster? Is it an actual movie poster? Is there a film about me and Milk Tyson where we're actually we're working together? We have something in common that we're arch nemesis of one another, but somehow we're working to hurt people. Like, how the fuck does that work? You guys are fucking just Get a life. Get a life. Why are you going on Facebook rubbing this in so much? Like we're bad people. Well, I can't speak for Milk because I demonstrably have pointed out that Milk is a terrible, horrible person. He's a piece of shit. Everybody knows it. It's no secret. I put it out there. But for me, I mean, I'm an actual childhood cancer survivor. I didn't think I was going to have to go through all this shit. They're bouncing around this rumor, this gossip that, you know, I speak to children in a very disgusting way. Well, you know, you make all these claims. Where's the evidence for this? Because I use the word love and well, of course, who doesn't love kids, right? I have nieces and nephews who are little. I have cousins who are little. I have a large family. I have lots of friends whose children love me. They get excited every time I come around. But I'm such a threat. I'm so horrible to people that I speak to children kids with cancer. I speak to them so profoundly. Somehow what I say and do is just so horrible, so wrong. I don't get it. People are just... I mean, you guys are way in over your fucking head to even be coming up with shit like this. But see, I'm not whining. I'm not complaining. I'm actually... I'm just... I don't know. Anymore, it seems so very fucking just... It's funny to me. It's like it's suddenly it's become comical. You can dig away at me on Facebook as many times you want, as often as you want. It's not going to change a fucking thing. It's not going to change anything. You have to make a case. You people don't understand this. If I really wanted to pursue legal action, I would. But these are people who are just having fun. I'm fascinated with the what do you call that? Where they crop my face on the image. I don't know. I think it's hilarious. I mean, Russ Boggs did the same fucking thing. And he even spelled my fucking name wrong. I mean, you people are lunatics. You're supposed to be grown. You're supposed to be better than this. And you're acting like fucking high school kids with no life. But anyway, I've got lots of friends. I'm still speaking to lots of people. Whatever you're saying about me on Facebook or whatever has no effect whatsoever because I'm still talking to my friends and my family. Oh my gosh. I mean, good grief. Jared is actually speaking to those kids. Oh my goodness. I mean, this is classic shit. Classic. You know, as much creative time that you put into coming up with these stupid little movie poster things or whatever it is you're posting about me on Facebook, you're cropping my face on these images, as much time as you invest in making these things, why don't you use that time to do something better with your life? Why don't you use that time to actually go out and do something with yourself? Do something with your life. Do something positive. Instead, what are you doing? You're wasting all your time dragging me through the mud. And I guess I'm a bully all by myself. Yeah, I'm such a bully because I tell it like it fucking is. And I don't let people off the hook when they want to treat me like shit. I bet the person who made that has either got daddy issues, or they were fucked by a sibling, or their parents were drunks and they abandoned them, or their uncle raped them. Something's going on. Something's going on. Something deep that they have to lash out their anger at people who are actually out there positively trying to make a difference in the world. And I have. So, by the way, narcissism means that, you know, you do no wrong ever. I pointed this out in Tom Mitchell because Tom Mitchell is a narcissist. I'm not a narcissist. I'm not perfect. When have I ever said that I'm perfect? Okay, when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. All right? Emailing people isn't wrong. It's not illegal. It's not against the law. Texting people, not illegal, not against the law. But all this other shit that they're saying I've done, which They can't. There's no evidence for it. And every time I say there's no evidence, and I'm waiting for them to provide evidence or to present evidence, there is none. And that's not. And then when I say, well, where's your proof? They're looking at this. They're looking at this in some kind of nefarious way, like, or you can't catch me. You can't prove I did anything, as if to say I actually did it when I didn't. What I'm saying is, because personally, deep down, I know that none of this is true. I don't speak disgustingly towards kids. I never have in my whole life. I mean, the whole mental health thing, they keep bringing that up like it's, tell me something I fucking don't know. I know I have mental health issues. I've been struggling with depression and anxiety for any number of years. And I bet the person who even came up with this picture, and they had written that article on that page, the Milk Tyson page, I bet they were abused when they were kids. They probably got daddy issues. Like I said, they were probably abandoned when they were kids, or their parents were drunks, or their dad or their uncle was molesting them, or their brothers or siblings or someone was hurting them. They were probably fucking drug addicts, for all I know. We know Crystal Hubbard is. Absolutely. She's got fucking bags around her eyes. She looks like fucking Pinky from Pinky and the Brain. She looks sick all the time. She's got fucking circles around her eyes. So if we're going to make jabs and cheap shots at each other, well, I can give them just as much as I take them. But somehow when you guys do it, you're not the bullies. I'm the bully. Okay. Well, that works both ways. Sorry, guys. Works both ways. But I'm really just fascinated with how people are, I don't know. It's like that they have no life. It takes for a person to have mental issues to point out that someone else has mental issues. Absolutely. So whoever came up with that, you got some serious fucking mental issues of your own. And you demonstrate. I'm looking at the papers here. This is really, you guys, you should enter into these art contests they have. I'm sure the COVID pandemic hasn't put an end to the art competitions that are going on in the world. Get creative. Put it where it counts. Write a poem, paint a picture. Become a photographer. You can crop images really well. Put it to good use. Get over the trauma that you faced in your life, and that you're taking it out on me because someone hurt you as a child. Why don't you get over it? Why don't you turn that negative energy into positive and do something positive with your life? In fact, why don't you help somebody else in need of help? That's why I don't really like to focus on this too much, because the more you feed it, the worse it gets, and it just drones on and on and on and on. And it does. So I don't want I'm trying so hard to veer away from this idea that, every fucking Sunday video update is going to be about what someone said on Facebook. And the daily rant is turning into the same fucking kind of spiel as is the case with the Sunday video update. So I'm trying very hard to get away from that. But, this was just too good not to fucking talk about. You guys have no idea. I'm not even pissed. I'm kind of just, I'm over here laughing. I find it to be so fucking hilarious. So you got your moment of fame. Congratulations. But guess what? I'm still going to go hang out with my friends. I have lots of friends. I have friends of all ages. So there's that. Take that to the bank too. You might as well add that to your little Facebook page there. You fucking coward. It takes a real coward to remain anonymous. I'm not hiding behind anything. Everybody knows I'm Jared Fuller. You see my face every Sunday. You see my face in my videos a lot. I'm not trying to secret or hide myself. I can't say that about you guys, because you're fucking cowards. Because only cowards hide their identity. I'm not a coward. You can see my face, obviously, because you cropped it on some whatever the fuck it is. I don't even know. I don't watch movies enough to know what the fuck is what and who's who, and trust me, my friends are going to laugh at that too when they see it, and I'm laughing just as fucking much as they are because it's hilarious. You people need to grow up and get a life. If I'm such a horrible person, then leave me the fuck alone. And by the way, worming my way into childhood cancer families, listen, I'm going to tell you something. And I want you people to really, really, really pay attention to this, because this is going to help you in the long run. As a childhood cancer survivor, I can tell your kids things that would make their hair stand up on the back of their fucking neck. Yes, and I mentioned hair. Ooh, am I not supposed to talk about hair? Please. I could tell your kids stories that would make their skin crawl about the shit that I've had to go through as a kid. And the only reason I talk to those kids or write letters or do whatever for people's kids is because I can directly relate to the situation. There's nothing perverted or suggestive or hidden or anything nasty going on behind the scenes. If that were the case, I wouldn't be sitting here talking about this. You guys don't seem to get that. You don't understand. And you think the worst case scenario is, well, if we ruin Jared's reputation on Facebook, then no one's going to ever want to speak to him. Well, the fact that I'm still out here, I'm recording videos, I'm recording daily rants, I'm making all kinds of awesome memories with my friends, my family. I'm still visiting with my friends. I still see them. In fact, I'm going to be seeing them again very soon. That hasn't stopped me. It hasn't changed anything. The only thing that changes is that these people who come up with this shit are just making themselves look more and more ridiculous and foolish, and they know who they are. But because there's the anonymity factor involved with Facebook, well, we don't have to own up because no one's ever going to know that it was me. But you know that it's you. That's the point. You're a fucking coward, whoever you are. And this isn't angry, Jared. I'm not angry, but I'm putting an exclamation point on the fact that you are what you are. You're just a straight up fucking coward. I mean, you come up with some pretty creative shit just to make these blatant attacks. I don't know. Just imagine the positive you could be doing in your life instead of doing shit like this. I don't know. Again, I'm sorry that your daddy touched you in a bad spot. I'm sorry your uncle touched you in a bad spot. I'm sorry your parents never fucking loved you. I'm sorry that you had grown up around drug addicts and alcoholics your whole life. I'm sorry that your brother couldn't keep his hands off you. I'm really sorry about that. Whoever the fuck you are. I'm sorry you were raised in a broken home. You know it's the truth. You know it's the truth. That's why you keep coming back with more and more and more things on me putting on Facebook. You think you got me. Oh, Jared Fuller's been exposed. Exposed for what? You haven't exposed anything. And just as I said in Monday's Daily Rant, if the cops show up here, I'm going to humiliate them publicly just as much as I'm humiliating anybody who wants to get in my fucking way. Because I'm not afraid of the cops. The only reason anybody would ever be afraid of the cops is if they actually broke the law or if they are actually guilty of doing something. That's it. I have no problem filming the police. I have no problem having conversations with the police. If they want to show up at my front door, fine. Send them over. I'm going to be home. You're such a tough guy. You exposed me, remember? Quote unquote exposed, because where's the actual real exposure? There is none. What have you got me on? Speaking the fucking truth. the childhood cancer world, again, and this is just a clear demonstration of that. You're just illustrating my point over and over and over again. The childhood cancer world, not a community, it's a fucking world, is toxic. It's full of deceitful people. It's trashy. I'm not representing it anymore. I'm a survivor. I'm a statistic of childhood cancer survivors in the United States. But that's as far as it fucking goes. I want nothing more to do with the cause or raising awareness. I wipe my hands clean of the whole fucking thing. You guys can sink or swim on your own. This isn't about winning and losing, by the way, because I know the people who hate on me so much are going to listen to this and say, oh, we won, we beat him, he's been defeated. No, I'm not defeated, because I still survived cancer. So, I haven't been defeated anywhere. And I'm not saying that children who died were defeated. I'm saying that specifically those people who want to look at this as some kind of a win-lose situation, well, I haven't lost. Defeated would be if I ended up going to jail or prison over something that I actually did that can actually be proven to be the case. I'm just waiting for some kind of a police report. There are no police reports. I would have been handed a police report. I would have been summoned to appear in court. Why hasn't that happened yet? Instead, what I get are these phony fucking images that people have. I mean, they have no life. Do you have flashbacks of the abuse when you were kids? When your uncle or your daddy or your brother was fucking touching you in a bad place? Do you have flashbacks of that? I bet you do. Maybe you're the one who needs the help because you spend all your free time coming on Facebook and doing stupid shit like this. And people who listen to this, oh, well, Jared's making light of a delicate situation and blah, 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 blah. I'm not making a light of any delicate situation. Unless you didn't hear Monday's Daily Rant, I come out publicly and said I was sexually abused when I was a kid, and I was. Absolutely. Why would I inflict that kind of pain on somebody else? Why would I do that? I don't think that way. I don't feel that way. Why would I do it? But all these people, they're like Dr. Spock with their phony fucking prognosis about, oh, Jared he has mental issues and this is what we have to watch for. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm nothing like Milk Tyson. I don't go on a fucking podcast and say, oh yeah, I sexually harassed somebody and got kicked out of a homeless shelter. Like it's some kind of a fucking joke, and there's people who still defend this creep. People still defend the creep. You guys just have nothing better to do with your lives. You have nothing better to do with your time. I'm asking you to just get a life and stay out of mine. I mean, you hear something about me or read something about me on Facebook and you get this wrong idea about me when you don't even know who the fuck I am. You're judging me based on social fucking media. Which should be all the more reason to fucking leave social media because you're judging me based on what other people are writing about me on there. It's funny, really. It's funny, but it's also... it's sad at the same time because I really wish grown adults would actually think for themselves. I wish they would actually make decisions based on evidence or lack of evidence. But they don't. They go by what they read and then they make their decisions on what they read and what they, well, see, Jared emailed me. He was really bad. He was just mean. No, I'm going to tell you something. I stand up for myself. When I was a kid, I never did. I never stood up for myself. I let people push me around. Now that I'm an adult, I don't fucking allow it. You people are scum. You're slime. you know. And I will fight back. I'm not afraid of these people. I'm not intimidated by these people. I'm not afraid of anybody, especially the police. I'm not intimidated or threatened by the cops or the FBI or whoever the fuck you want to sick on me. I'm not afraid. You got to be doing something wrong to be afraid of somebody. If you're doing something you know you're not supposed to do, then that's when you got to be afraid. What am I afraid of? What am I supposed to be afraid of? Who or what am I supposed to be afraid of? I mean, I've been asking for evidence for any number of years, and I always come up empty-handed. You guys are letting me down here. You were going to be my redemption today. You know, you guys were going to be my redemption last week or last year or last month or whatever. And I've been asking you prolifically for the last 7 fucking years to show evidence of wrongdoing, and you think you don't have to show it. Because you know that if this ends up in court, or if it ever ended up in court, which I have no interest or desire in suing anybody because, you know, I have better things to do with my time. But let's say this did end up in court. You people have a lot to fucking prove. I don't talk disgustingly to children, about children, or anything even in the neighborhood of that. I don't know what you guys want from me. You want me to leave? Well, as far as being a child of cancer survivor, that I can't leave. I'm stuck with that for the rest of my life. I mean, I could continue on raising awareness to child of cancer, and I can do it based on principle, but then it wouldn't be genuine, you know. I'd just be there because people are douchebags. I don't know. Now I'm a bully. Well, I've been called a hell of a lot worse. No, I'm not a bully. I'm just a guy who is fed up with everybody else's crap, and I can see through people's bullshit. And my words must be resonating with somebody because they wouldn't go through all this trouble of trying to quote-unquote expose me. Probably because I fucking tell it like it is, Jack. That's what I do. I tell it like it is. I don't just sit by quietly and wait for someone else to say something. I'll fucking say it. I don't care who gets mad. I don't care who wants to cut ties. You can make whatever fucking graphic you want on Facebook about me. I could care less. I'm enjoying my life. There's lots of people out there who still love and care about me, and they know that the shit about me on Facebook is being spread around. But that's fine. Let these people say what they have to say. And they're like, well, Jared, aren't you at all interested in wanting to prove that these people are wrong? Well, in time, these people will prove themselves that they are wrong. You know, when you play with fire, you tend to get burned after a while, and that's what I'm waiting for. They're going to keep throwing gas on the fire, and eventually it's going to blow up in their fucking face. I'm not supplying them the gasoline. I'm not supplying them the fucking matchbook. All these people who claim that, well, you know, where there's smoke, there's fire. Okay. You're claiming the smoke, but where's the fucking fire? Anybody can claim smoke. Anybody can cry foul that they've become a victim of something. I've watched this shit go on for 7 years. This direction that everybody's taken. You know, you do something in the childhood cancer world, you help a family in need, and you can never just do it on the principle of, you know what, I understand integrity to the point where I don't need to fucking plaster it all over Facebook. My social media or my YouTube channel does not need to be filled with good deeds of every fucking thing I've ever done in my life to help somebody else. Why would I want to expose someone else's downfall to make myself look good? That's cheap, and it's bogus, and it's disgusting. Why would I do that? I help people, and I get on with my life. And I get to feel good about what I've done later, after the fact. I don't have to fucking tell the whole world what I'm doing. There's a lot of things I've done in my life, good things, positive things that I've done in my life that not a single motherfucker would ever know about, because I don't need the validation. I don't need the approval from these people. The childhood cancer world is nothing more than a superficial fucking rock concert with pageantry and photo ops and all this other fake ass bullshit. Children are dying. It's not a fucking reality show. It's just reality. Period. I mean, how do you not understand that? If you're a parent of a kid fighting cancer, or if you're a bereaved parent, or if you're a parent of a child, a cancer survivor like my parents are, it's not a fucking show. It's just not a show. You act as if you're being watched at all times, like there's some camera pointed on you, like you're some kind of fucking celebrity. There's no celebrity gain from being sick. I get sick of that mentality. Facebook is where everybody goes to look good. It's an augmented version of someone's life. Extremely augmented. How do you get away with that? I just don't understand it. And because I speak up about something, and then it becomes, martial law. Well, we can't talk about certain people, and we can't talk about childhood cancer negatively because that's considered blasphemy. Well, you know what? Fuck off. I'll talk about any fucking buddy I want, any fucking time I want, and I'll speak in any fucking way I choose. I'm sorry that that's too much for you people to handle, but you know what? Too fucking bad. I mean, I'm just sitting here looking at this bullshit. It's funny. I mean, they had found a video where I'm making like an angry kind of a face, or when I'm speaking and I have a certain face, and then they pause the video, and then they do a screenshot of the video, and then they kind of crop out my face or my head, and then they copy and paste it to this image of some kind of a fucking fictional whatever monster or whatever. I mean, that's really fucking creative. Round of applause, round of applause. Now you can go fuck yourself. Anyway, I've spent enough time on this. I have a life to live. I have people to see, things to do. But I had to talk about this because it's just incredible, the kinds of shit that people come up with. They're trying to catch me on something. And, you can keep searching. Keep looking. You're not going to find anything other than me speaking truth. Me taking shots at people. Big deal. They take shots at me all the fucking time. I just never thought or imagined in 1,000 years, I want to be an advocate for childhood cancer. As a survivor, I know what I've been through. I want to talk about that. I want to share my experiences with other people. I want for other people to understand that they're not alone in this. That someone who's actually been through that shit can actually reach out and share my personal experiences with other people and maybe, hopefully, make a difference. But clearly that's not been the case. Someone comes up with a stupid bullshit gossip rumor about me. That's all it takes. One person to say something, and then it spreads like fucking wildfire. By dumb fuck people who cannot think for themselves. It's mob mentality. You tell me it isn't. Convince me that it isn't. Tell me I'm wrong. But anyway, guys, I'm out. And be sure to catch me on the next Daily Rant. And until then, keep it real. keep it tuned right here to my YouTube channel. I'll have some more content coming up very soon for all of you, for your viewing pleasure or for your viewing disgust if you're one of my haters. So that's all for now. Toodaloo.